Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sport. We're looking at previewing Group E with Brazil, Switzerland, Serbia, Costa Rica. Funny enough, I said them in the order that they are in the group right now.
Yeah,
I'm joined by Connor.
Certainly wouldn't expect, Serbia to be in that kind of position, would you? I mean, at the start of the World Cup, we all pretty much thought that this might be a cakewalk for either Brazil and, Switzerland and Costa Rica, especially after the way that Costa Rica performed in 2014, but it seems to be the complete opposite for the Costa Ricans this time around in the World Cup.
It's because they haven't got England in the group.
Yeah, I mean, when you play against England back then, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, but, a little bit of a different story this time around for Costa Rica, which is a bit of a shame because, they've still got some quality players in there, but just not been able to compete against Serbia and Brazil in the group so far, have they? So, yeah.
So the games look all set up for the first two teams at the moment. You've got Serbia versus Brazil. Serbia didn't really trouble Switzerland, and then you've got Switzerland, Costa Rica. And Costa Rica, obviously, as you've mentioned, haven't troubled anyone so far this World Cup. So would you say that's the group done and dusted, or do you think there could be some surprises in this game?
I think there can still be some surprises. I think the way that we saw Serbia play against Switzerland in the first half, they were very strong. Mitrovic especially as well, potent in front of goal. Looked like on his day that it could be a resurgence of the form that got him signed to Newcastle United in the first place. But with the way that they finished off that game, I think that's the Serbia that we're going to see against Brazil. I'm fully expecting this Brazil to kick themselves into high gear and make sure that they're living up to the expectation that is they're one of the favourites to win the World Cup. So I'm expecting the likes of Neymar, Coutinho, and Firmino, and Fred and Fabinho, or Fabinho I think is not in the squad, but anyway, all the Brazil players should really be stepping up to the mark now to live up to this expectation because, there still is a slight opportunity that they could get knocked out, so they need to get a result against Serbia. And I think as long as they get a result against Serbia, then they should be fine entering the knockout stages in that kind of form. They should be able to recuperate themselves. Switzerland, Costa Rica, unfortunately we've already mentioned about Costa Rica, how bad they've been in this World Cup. 2-0 loss and a 1-0 loss. They haven't even scored a goal yet in the World Cup. So it's pretty poor by them. And going against Switzerland, who rejuvenated their World Cup by coming up back against Serbia last time out. Shaqiri and Xhaka scoring beautiful goals for the Swiss. I think they should be able to get a result against Costa Rica in this game, in their final game of the Group E. So for me, I've got Brazil and Switzerland going through. I mean, I don't know if you think differently at all.
Yeah, I see that written all over it. The only thing is that could worry Switzerland is the whole disciplinary proceedings against Lichtsteiner, Xhaka and Shaqiri. But that might not happen till after this game, so it might not be a problem. Yeah,
or sometime it might not even happen until after the World Cup. In a sense, they might get a point deduction in terms of the qualification or whatnot, because it is kind of a difficult situation. We won't go into politics too much or whatnot about it, but if it comes back to hurt the Switzerland and their World Cup campaign, then obviously it's going to be disastrous for them. And I think they should have more than enough to get the right result in the game against Costa Rica. I don't really see them struggling. I've got down 2-1 here. Just the sheer fact that Costa Rica haven't scored a goal yet, and at least they'll probably try and get a goal in that game just to try and keep themselves close to Switzerland. But unfortunately, because of the losses already, they can't go through to the knockout stages. I think as well that Serbia against Brazil will be a relatively close game, but as we saw against Costa Rica for Brazil, they can still kick it into high gear really late into the game. Neymar can produce at any point in the game. And I think the same is going to apply against Serbia. I've got 3-1 for Brazil in this game against Serbia. I just don't see how the Serbia defence can handle Brazil moving forward. I think the Brazil's defence should be able to handle the likes of Mitrovic when they go on to attack the Brazil goal in that sense. So, yeah. Brazil and Switzerland going through for me from Group B.
That sounds, I think I agree with you, to be honest. There's nothing else that you could see personally from that group games. So
yeah.
That looks solid. So those are our thoughts on Group E. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to notification, comment on the video as well. And also have a look at the social media channels for more exclusive content. Thanks for watching.